and welcome to a new video. It is that time of the month where I'm sharing with you my TBR for next month. So it's gonna be my March TBR. March is gonna be a good month because it's my birthday month. Granted, it's only just my birthday month because I was born at like 12 minutes to midnight on the 31st of March. So it's only just my birthday month. But I am taking part in a readathon in March because of course I am. Mel over at A Book Fiend named Mel is hosting the Roll of Reads readathon. I have done my rolls. I'm going to show you as I go. So I wanted to start out with 5 rolls. So we're going to see how I did, but I got everything set up earlier. I had my dice, I had the prompts. So let's go in. Okay, so I have my board set up, I have my D20, and I have the prompts. I should put them this way. I'm going to shuffle them up and then I'm going to place them on the... Oh, let's put that one back in there. Let's try and not... let's put that one somewhere in there. Oh, I am dropping them all. Okay. Okay, let's put those there. I am going to go with my first roll. Let's see what I get. A 10. That is a 10. It's a 10. So, favourite genre. Okay. Okay, so for the first roll, I got favourite genre. Now, it's not a contemporary. It's not contemporary. Although contemporary has grown on me, my favourite genre is fantasy. So for that, I am reading Shadow Kiss by Rochelle Mead. This is the 3rd book in the Vampire Academy series. And if you've been watching my channel, you will know that I am taking part in Liv's VA along, and this is March's book. So I'm really glad I managed to fit this in. I'm scared about how much I'm going to cry at this, considering how much I cried at Frostbite. But we're going to see if I still hate Rochelle Mead after this book. Probably. Let's go back to Past Me for roll number 2. Okay, so let's replace that. And roll again for roll number 2. Oh, that's a... Oh, that is a 1. So I have to add... Okay, so on number 1 we have a book or author on a bestseller list. Oh my god, this is perfect. I think I know what I'm going to do for this one. Okay, so for roll number 2, I got book or an author on a bestseller list. Again, I've managed to get a read-along read in, and that is City of Glass by Cassandra Clare. This is the 3rd book in the Mortal Instruments series, obviously for my By the Angel along. Cassandra Clare has been on a bestseller list so many times, it's unreal, especially with her newer books. I think every one of them has been on a bestseller list, so this is perfect. Okay, so we're going to have to add a roll at the end, so I'm doing 6 rolls now. So let's just replace that. Roll number 3. Ooh, lucky number 13. It's lucky for me, not for everyone. Let's get it. Mood read. Oh my god, I love this game. So for roll number 3, again, I was really lucky. I got mood read. Now, this one I am putting a book in place. There is a very, very, very anticipated release that if I do get approved for it on NetGalley, it will take this one's place, but I don't want it to because I really want to read this before release day, and release day is like the 3rd of March. And that is Extasia by Claire Legrand. This obviously is a horror, and I don't usually read horror, but I love Claire Legrand's writing, and mood read. I told you 13 was my lucky number. Let's replace. And roll number 4 is a 3. So we grab this. Oh my god, this is perfect. A buddy read. Right, I promise you, you saw me shuffle these cards, right? You saw me shuffle them. This is perfect. Roll number 4 gave me a buddy read. Honestly, I'm not rigging this. But this is perfect because in March, me and my friend Kelly will be buddy reading The Golden Fool by Robin Hobb. I have really enjoyed Fool's Errand. I know, me enjoying a Fitz book, who would have thought? But yeah, I've really enjoyed it, and we're really looking forward to moving on to the next book in the series, which is The Golden Fool. So we'll be buddy reading that. I obviously do not have a physical copy. I listen to these on Scribd, so yeah. Okay, let's replace. I'm going to shuffle these again because these are too good. Okay, right. Let's put that there. Roll number 5, which should have been the last roll. It's a 3 again. Oh no. Okay, I need to not get another 3. So like, that's a 3. I need to not get another 3 because if I get 3 3s, I have to add another roll. Main character over 30. Oh. Okay, I'm going to have to think about that one. Then for roll number 5, which should have been my last roll if I hadn't have got that pesky one earlier in the game, I got main character over 30. Now, this was actually pretty hard for me because I do read a lot of YA where characters are not in their 30s. But then I realised I can make this a lot easier on myself because I wanted to read this month anyway. And I'm going to read the Moon Knight Complete Collection because Mark Spector is definitely over 30. So yeah, this is Brian Michael Bendis and Alex Maleev. This collection is from Moon Knight from 2011 and it's issues 1 to 12. So this is the 2011 one. I don't know how accurate to the TV show this one is going to be because I think the TV show is going to be based off of a few of the different comics for Moon Knight that have come out across the years, but I saw this in Forbidden Planet and I just had to pick it up, so you wouldn't have seen it yet because it's on my February haul. So yeah, this is perfect, and because it's a series of comics, it's going to be a quick read for me, and it means I can definitely get it read before the series starts on the 30th of March. So yes, let's add another one back on 3. And roll number 6, which hopefully will be the last one, unless I get a 3 or a 1. Oh, that is a 9. A 9, okay. Number 9 is here. Second chance. Oh, no. Oh, actually, I have an idea for this. Okay, this could work. And then the final roll, which was the bonus roll, I got Second Chance. Now, I was really worried about pulling this one because if I read a book from an author and I really do not like it enough that I DNF it, I don't really tend to read more from the author. Then I remembered there is one author that I wanted to give a second chance because I think it was the book and not the writing. And that's Sid Moore. So I'm going to be reading Strange Magic by Sid Moore. So I read The Drowning Pool, or I attempted to read The Drowning Pool in October last year, and I ended up DNFing it. I said if I hadn't finished it by the end of the year, I would DNF it, and I didn't finish it, so I DNF'd it. But with that book, the writing had nothing to do with it. I really enjoyed the writing, but it was it was part of the story that I didn't enjoy. This one is different. This one I don't think the main character has kids where the whole story is just going to constantly talk about the kid. I have nothing against characters with kids, but it was just too much for me. I just didn't care about the daily life with this kid. I wanted the witches. This one, I'm pretty sure, doesn't have kids, and it has witches, and I've been wanting to read this, and this is actually my mum's copy. I'm borrowing it because my mum and my sister both absolutely adore these books. So I'm giving Sid Moore a second chance, and I'm really excited, and I'm really hoping I love this because it sounds amazing. Okay, so I'm very, very happy with how Roll of Reads treated me. The dice were good to me. I'm very happy with this. Very happy. I'm very excited to take part. Definitely go check out Mel's channel, whether you want to take part in the readathon or not. But this is a readathon based off of Mel's TBR game. She does a TBR game every month called Roll of Reads, and she has like adapted it into a readathon, and I've been waiting for this because I love Roll of Reads. It's so cool, and it is basically pure luck on what you get. Clearly, luck was in my favour today. Maybe it just felt bad for me because Storm Eunice had me so on edge yesterday that it was like, okay, we're going to give, the universe was like, we're going to give you something nice now. You can tell when I'm filming this, clearly. Because I'm filming this very early in the month because, yeah, I want to. So, on top of those, there are a few other books that I would like to get to in March. Obviously, I ain't just reading 6 books in a month. No. There is going to be more books than this that I want to read, but these are the ones that are officially going on my TBR. So first up, there is Near the Bone by Christina Henry. I'm actually going to be buddy reading this with Jem over at Bookish Gems. I'm so excited to read this. I cannot wait to read this. I don't think this is based off, like, I don't think this is a retelling or anything, a bit like The Ghost Tree, and I 5-starred The Ghost Tree, so I'm very excited to read it. It's not as chunky as The Ghost Tree, and I'm excited to buddy read with Jem. Then we have my book club pick for Recreate Book Club, which of course it's my turn to pick for March because birthday month. So I picked Cinderella is Dead by Kaylin Bayron, so I'll be rereading this in March. I am so excited to reread this. I read it in 2020 and absolutely loved it. It has been a very hit and miss book for some people, and I'm really hoping Ashley and Rachel really love it, and everyone else as well. But if not, it will just make for an interesting discussion on the live show. But I'm really excited to reread this. I can't wait to tab and annotate because it's one of my favourite books, and I've chosen the hardback to read this time because the first time I read it I had an e-arc and the formatting was not the best. So yeah, but I actually have 3 copies of this because I managed to get hold of a physical arc a couple of months back off of a friend, and I also have the US hardback and I have the UK paperback, but this is the one I'm going to be reading. And then the next 2 are possibilities. So Ro over at Wandering Through Worlds, obviously I am part of her Patreon, and she has done 2 polls. So we have the normal Patreon bi-monthly book club pick for March, April, and then we also have the deity pick. So her day is we have our own like bi-monthly book club thing. So for the deity one, there's 2 books on there that I would like to read. Neither of them are winning at the moment, so I don't think I'm going to be taking part in that one because the other 2 I don't want to read. So that one will solely depend on what the outcome will be. You'll find out in my vlogs if I end up reading it. But the other one is looking like a clear winner, so I am going to put the book on my TBR, but if I might still read it even if it doesn't win the poll. But for her normal Patreon book club, at the moment, Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Su Lin Tan is winning, and I really want to read this in March, so I'm really hoping it continues to win the poll. And the rain has started. But obviously it will depend on what the poll picks, but you're most likely going to see this anyway throughout the month because I really want to read it. And then the other one that's depending on a poll pick is Spoops' Patreon bi-monthly book club for March, April. At the moment, this book is winning, and I really hope it does, even though I've already read it 3 times in the last not even 2 years. But I would like to read it a 4th time, and that is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V. Schwab. No, I have no shame about keep rereading this. I adore this book so much, and I kind of want to tab and annotate it because I am going to be meeting Victoria Schwab at the end of March. She's doing 2 dates, one in Edinburgh, one in London, and the London one is like 6 days before my birthday. So my mum and dad just bought me the ticket to go see her. And you can get 2 books signed and 1 personalised. And I want to get Addie signed and personalised, but I don't actually know if this is going to be the edition I decide to read because I have a lot of editions and I want the edition that I read to be the one I tab and annotate and then take with me to get signed and personalised, and then I'll take one of my copies of Gallant to get signed because the event is for Gallant. But yeah, so I'm going to reread Addie in March. Reread it for the 3rd time. It will be my 4th time reading it. I have literally no regrets whatsoever. And then also in March I'm going to be borrowing Liv's copy of this, but I'm going to be reading Cult by Tracy Wolfe. I am not ready for this book. So it is actually out in audiobook, but with these books I really enjoy reading along with the audio. So Liv is currently reading it, so she is going to lend me her copy because she's coming to mine next weekend. So she's going to lend me her copy so I can read it in March, and I'm very excited but very scared. And then the final book that is going on my official TBR is going to be Silkfire by, I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, Zabi Elor. I apologise if I've pronounced that wrong. I think that's how the pronunciation said it, I could be wrong, but this is kind of for Rose Patreon. It's not her official book club read, but we're gonna just do a buddy read within her Patreon because we really liked the sound of it. It's smutty, and we all just went and requested it on NetGalley, and I think we all got approved for it as well. So we decided to just screw it, we're gonna buddy read it. It doesn't actually come out till July, but oh well, we want to read it. It sounds amazing. So I'm reading this in March too. Okay, so I'm putting this clip in. If this is very disjointed, I apologise. I finished filming and then realised I hadn't done my mugs. So obviously each month I pick out of my 2 mugs. So this is my NetGalley one. So we're going to pick a NetGalley book. One just fell out. One just fell out. So clearly the universe wants me to read this one. Is this a good thing, universe? You've been good to me so far. Oh, the universe is calling me out. Catfishing on Catnet by Naomi Kritzer. This is the oldest arc I have on my NetGalley. This was released in November 2019. Thanks, universe, for just calling me out on that one. So I'll be reading that. And then we have my just standard Kindle. There's 3, there's 1. What Kindle book are you going to give me? Oh, okay. We have The Accidental Witch by Gemma Perfect. This is one of those ones that just popped up on my Amazon when I was looking for other things. So I was like, this sounds good. I'm going to buy it. It's 99p. So we have The Accidental Witch. I'm hoping that will be a quick read because my stack is pretty chunky. If you also add in Court, which is chunky, Golden Fall is chunky, and I don't know how chunky Silkfire is, but thanks, universe. Thanks. I should have known it was too good to be true with you being nice to me. Now, Edit and Becca can go back to past me. Okay, so that is my March TBR. There are a few other books that I would like to get to if I can. I haven't yet read The Bone Ships, so if I do manage to fit it in February and I do enjoy it, then I will be buying the second book, which is Call of the Bone Ships, which is by RJ Barker, because Cassidy over at Covers with Cassidy has a backlist book club, which I'll leave linked in the description box below. Obviously February was the first book, so depending on whether I get to finish that will depend on whether I actually do get round to reading the second one. Hopefully I do, but that is a tentative possible added to the TBR. But apart from that, I think that is everything I wanted to read in March. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be because quite a few of these are chunky, but it's fine. It's a possibility March will be a month where I don't do a dedicated vlog where I read books by one of my that have been picked by one of my friends, because obviously I did a Liv Made Me Do It in January and I'm doing one this month for another friend. So yeah. We'll see. But yeah, so that is it. Let me know in the comments below if there's any readathons you're taking part in March, if you're taking part in Roller Reads or any others. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye.